Stephanie Dobson is here with us once again this week. Stephanie is a lawyer, mediator, and online educator with Hanka Divorce Law and Mediation offices in Edmonton and Lloydminster. Stephanie, thank you for joining me.
Thanks again, Stacey.
Today, we are talking about mediation and collaborative processes, basically where and how they are different. So let's first of all start off by talking, what's divorce mediation?
So good question. They're very similar processes in that both of them keep parties out of court, but divorce mediation is a process where one neutral mediator, so a neutral professional, helps divorcing couples work through their issues and reach agreements. And again, it's outside of the courtroom. So there's various aspects of divorce like division of assets, parenting, and the finances. The mediator will help to facilitate communication and negotiation between the spouses to resolve things as amicably as possible and to reach mutually acceptable resolutions. So in this process, parties may have their lawyers with them, or they may decide that their lawyers are not necessary during the process. In essence, it's a four-step process, and this is similar with mediation and collaborative. So the first step is the initial consultation. The second step is a series of joint three-way meetings with the mediator and both spouses to resolve everything. Then there's a final separation agreement drafted, and then fourth, each spouse will meet with their own lawyer to get independent legal advice on that mediated agreement.
Okay, and what is collaborative divorce?
So it's similar to mediation in that it's a process that focuses on finding resolution to issues outside of the courtroom in a way that works for both parties. But it's a negotiation process where each spouse will hire a specially trained lawyer called a collaborative lawyer who will assist them to resolve their issues cooperatively with a focus on the needs and interests of their family. So parties will work together as allies rather than adversaries. And the difference here between mediation, remember, mediation is with that one neutral third party. In this one, in collaborative divorce, you each have your lawyer right next to you as your advocate throughout the whole process. So in the end, you're committing to achieving resolution in both mediation and collaborative without any court intervention.
So how do people know, Stephanie, if mediation or the collaborative process is the right one for them?
Well, first and foremost, what we're trying to do is to avoid the court deciding the party's future. So in all of those aspects with respect to separation and divorce. So that's the first key. The next one is my children's needs are my priority. Third, I want to focus on the future. I want to reduce conflict and improve communication. These all sound really good. And I want quick and efficient resolution. So I usually estimate somewhere between 2 to 6 months is the typical timeline for resolving with either mediation or the collaborative process. But some of the differences in mediation, often mediation is without their lawyer, so you have to feel really comfortable negotiating on your own with the help of the mediator, engaging only one professional. Of course, it does keep costs lower, but you have to be really comfortable negotiating on your own. Now, with the collaborative process, yes, you want to keep costs to stay as low as possible. But the reason that we keep costs low is by negotiating directly in four-way meetings. So instead of in the traditional legal process, lawyers would either engage through the court process or they would engage by letter writing back and forth. In the collaborative process, we're always in those four-way meetings. So we're trying to keep that communication direct between the parties.
So if people decide that one of these processes happen to be the right thing for them, what is the next step?
Well, I certainly recommend that parties do their research first. So first of all, of course, this episode can be very helpful, but certainly go ahead and have a look on our website at Hanka Divorce, HENKA divorce.ca to learn more. You can always call our office to talk to our team about the options. We will first schedule you in for a free 5-minute call with me directly to learn a little bit more about these processes. Lots of people call in and they have no idea. So we'd like to take that few minutes to go through that. And then, of course, the booking of an initial consultation is really where we dive deep into the issues.
All right, Stephanie. Well, thank you so much for joining me, and we will chat with you again next week.
Thanks, Stacey.